know I got a camera in my car. I just videotaped the whole thing. I don't care. You assault me. I'll call the cops on your ass.
Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. On this channel we do a lot of different things within the rideshare industry, so if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But before we get started, if you have a crazy Uber or Lyft experience, whether you're a passenger or a driver, record it, send it my way, and maybe we can feature you on the channel. Alright, so I got a pretty crazy story for you today. This video was sent in to me, got permission to use it, so if you'd like to watch the whole thing, make sure you click the link in the description below and you'll see the whole thing. All right, so this was a crazy story of a passenger who kind of flipped out a little bit when they were told no coffee in the car and what transpired. So here you go, check it out, and I'll see you right after.
Hey, Steve, I don't mean to be a hard ass, but I don't really want that coffee cup in this car without a lid on it. If you had a lid, that'd be fine. Steve, we can still do the ride. I just don't want the coffee cup in here.
No, we can't.
Oh, okay.
Get it canceled.
I'm not going to cancel the ride, Steve. You'll have to cancel it.
No, you have to cancel.
No, I'm willing.
You're refusing me.
I'm not refusing to give you a ride.
No, you're refusing.
Don't put your coffee cup up there,
You're
please.
refusing to. No.
Steve.
No, you're refusing.
All right. I'll get down off there.
I don't want your coffee cup anywhere around my car, or in my car, or on my car. You haven't canceled the ride.
No, I'm not canceling the ride.
There you are.
No.
Oh, shit!
Oh, you fucking asshole. I'm calling the fucking cops on you.
You know I got a camera in my car. I just videotaped the whole thing. You assault me.
I'll call the cops on your ass. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna bring the cops here.
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh, you're crazy, man. I'm calling the cops on you, Steve.
Yeah, I was just assaulted at the Cadillac dealership. They dumped coffee all over me. I'm a Lyft and Uber driver. Oh my god.
He threw coffee all over me, hot coffee.
All right, come on, passengers. You know, for a simple request of saying no drink in the car without the proper cover, and you say, oh, I'm sorry, no ride, and then you throw coffee onto the driver, that's so disrespectful. Stop doing these things. Stop throwing water or coffee or drinks or food or kicking cars or damaging things, whatever it is. And it doesn't matter if it's passenger to driver or just person to person. We need to learn respect again between people. Look, just because you ordered a Uber or a Lyft ride doesn't mean that you can come into a car with an open container of coffee. You know, the driver simply said, look, not to be a hard ass, but put a cover on the coffee or don't bring the coffee in the car. It's simple. It's a simple request. It's a simple thing. You know, be a little bit more mindful. Again, this is our personal vehicles. These vehicles we maintain, we clean. That means if you spill something on it, who has to clean it up? That's us. So, you know, it's very simple to just say, oh, okay, cool, no problem. Either go grab a coffee cover, a lid, because I'm sure that they have it there, or drink the coffee and call it a day. No big deal. The ride still happens. But when he said he'll still take the ride, but it needs to have a cover, the passenger said, nope, sorry, not going to have, no more ride. So, you know, as he pulled away and then waited the time to get the cancellation fee, as it should be, again, the driver was just doing, you know, what he's supposed to be doing. And in this circumstance, he's still saying he'll give him the ride. He just doesn't want the coffee in there. Perfectly acceptable. So he pulls off, waits, and then that's when the passenger comes up to him and says, cancel the ride. Well, if you want the ride canceled, then you as the passenger will have to cancel it and pay a cancellation fee because the driver just said, no coffee in the car or get a lid. No problem. If you would have done that, you would be on your way. So major safety tip though, do not get out of the car in an already tense situation. If it's already a tense situation, you get out of the car, you can further escalate that situation where it could be even more confrontational, like what happened. Now, also, you want to have a interior dash cam. So the driver on this particular ride had a forward-facing camera and a rear-facing camera, which is the one you saw. You really want one that's in the cabin as well, too, because that's when you can see what's going on. So in the event of calling the cops and they weren't able to do anything in this circumstance because they weren't able to see, you know, at least maybe at that point, they'll be able to see what's going on and make any charge that might need to be at that point. For the driver in this exact circumstance, you know, there is one thing further you could do. You could talk to a lawyer and maybe try to get the footage from the dealership itself, because chances are they're probably having footage somewhere recording within their archives of that circumstance of what's going on. And usually they'll only release it with for lawyers or for a warrant. So you might want to take that route. You don't have to, but that is one thing you could do. But let's go to the reality of the situation. People, stop treating people with disrespect. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's a driver. It doesn't matter if it's a passenger. It doesn't matter if it's your uncle or your aunt or your cousin or your friend or somebody down the street, or, you know, somebody that you just meet at the bar or whatever it might be. You know, just be respectful. It's simple. What happened to respect between people? You know, the guy had a simple request. No coffee without the cover. No coffee in the car. Sorry, but it's not going to happen. Hey, he's within his full right to say that because it's just the way it is. He doesn't want to take that liability of having it spill out and probably clean and stain the seats. Coffee will stain. That's why people who drink it, you got stained teeth. It's just the way it is. Coffee stains. So it was a simple request. The passenger said no, and then, you know, obviously get out of the car. That's a problem. You don't want to do that, but it escalated the situation a little bit more, and then you got coffee thrown on you. Obviously, that doesn't warrant any type of disrespect like that. And I'm sorry that the cops wouldn't be able to do anything for you in that circumstance. But maybe you can get the footage from the dealership itself some way, somehow, through another way or through some more means. And hopefully you'll be able to do something like that. But everybody else watching, please do not disrespect your drivers. Do not disrespect your passengers. Just do not disrespect people in general. We're all people. We're all trying to do the same thing. Just because you don't get your way, you don't have to throw a little tirade about it. Simple. All right, guys, that's the end of today's video. If you have a crazy Uber Lyft experience, whether you are a passenger or a driver, record it. Send it my way. You know, you can recall it just by sitting in front of the camera talking about what crazy experience you may have. But record it, send it my way, and maybe we could feature you on the channel. My email is always in the description below. And if you don't know, it's realridesharestories@gmail.com. But yes, share your crazy stories with me and maybe I could feature it on the channel. But with that being said, that's the end of the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. And if you think that this passenger should have been held accountable or that this driver acted in the right, make sure you give it a good thumbs up. And as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time. Oh, one last thing. Always be respectful of everybody around. Always. And one last thing, too. Never get out of your car in a tense situation to escalate it further, just for safety purposes or any reason like that. All right. But have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.